we are forecasting once we bring our new agricultural products to bear within 24 months, we'll be at about $8 million revenue and about a 4 to 6% profit on that $8 million. And then subsequently in 2024 and 2025, we're going to see a fairly hockey stick approach to it, because right now the cost to produce this product and the proprietary nature of this product will drive a significant demand from growers, because you can't even buy fertilizers.
My next guest is Mark Pearlman. He's the COO of International Zeolite Corp. Trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol IZ, and in the United States under the symbol IZCFF. Mark, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
You bet. Mark, let's start with an overview of what is zeolite.
Well, zeolite is a fascinating mineral we refer to as Earth's nanotechnology. It was formed from volcanic ash. It's a mineral that absorbs and is highly negatively charged. It's a natural mineral that has the ability to hold about 60% of its weight in water. It has a number of channels or sieves inside of it that allows it to absorb water, but at the same time, because it's negatively charged, it attracts positive materials like metals and other things of that nature. Fascinating mineral. And we mine this mineral. International Zeolite mines this mineral out of British Columbia. We have an active mine that we refer to as Bromley Creek, and we have another large mine that we're in exploration process called the Sun Group.
Mm-hmm. So is zeolite a replacement for perlite and vermiculite?
Absolutely, it certainly can be, and that's one of the focus areas that we are focused on right now, is how can we go to market with zeolite by itself as a soil amendment, right? Or the proprietary product that we've developed, which is embedding nutrients directly into zeolite, and we refer to that product as urea. So what we've done is we repositioned International Zeolite as a agritech company, very much focused on agriculture, especially now with the prices of substrates and fertilizers going through the roof.
Does this product qualify as an organic amendment?
No. Well, so let me back up. By itself, it's organic. But once we embed, say, a soluble fertilizer into it and it absorbs that soluble fertilizer, whatever the soluble fertilizer is may determine whether it's organic or inorganic. But as a mineral by itself, as strictly as a soil amendment, absolutely it's organic.
I see. And so could you theoretically add organic minerals to the zeolite, and then it is an organic amendment?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, some of the work that we're doing with a group of scientists at the University of Havana has basically taken sheep manure and determined to use that as an organic matter and embedded the sheep manure directly into the particle itself. And so there is ongoing work to try to get it to be an organic matter. But our focus is strictly on the inorganic at this point in time.
Sure. Okay, and then so what do the economics of this material look like? How common is it? How rare is it? What is the price of it? What is the cost to mine it?
So in short, it's actually economically very viable for agriculture. From a mining perspective, the mineral is an open pit product, and it costs us about $100 to $150 per ton to mine the product. Once we mine the product, we then mesh the product. And that brings the price up to anywhere to about $200 to $225 a ton, depending on our cost to do that and the application. It's not just for agriculture. As a salt replacement, it's an incredible material because the mineral itself, because of its nature, absorbs water and therefore sticks to the ice. It's also a water filtration product, right? It's an incredible product for water filtration. So it depends on the application, and that drives the cost of it, but economically very viable. The only challenge with it is it's a heavy material. So your cost is the cost of transportation more so than the cost to mine and to prepare the material.
In terms of the economic cost to farmers, what is the value proposition for them specifically, besides obviously, the ability to impregnate it with nutrients? I mean, I guess the main focus is on water savings.
Well, so no, actually, it depends. So there's two different products here. So Zeolite by itself is an incredible product to amend soil. So what it does is it reduces erosion because it holds 60% of its weight in water, right? And so if you have a compact soil, what it does is it uncompacts that soil to begin with, but it also holds the water in it. So then now you have water retention if it's an outdoor field. When you embed nutrients directly into it, you're embedding only 10% of what you would normally use as your total fertilizer usage, right? And so your real savings is in fertilizer usage. And given where fertilizer costs have gone over the last 2 to 3 years, you're saving a significant amount of money. More importantly, when you embed nutrients directly into the zeolite, what you're doing is you're significantly reducing your time to crop, because the roots of the plant effectively wrap itself around the particle and have an exchange and have this tremendous ability to grow faster and healthier. So there's increased cropping. There's significant reduction in fertilizer costs. So from a grower standpoint or from a farmer standpoint, there's a tremendous amount of benefit of this. Our focus is really in the nurseries and outdoor fields right now, but this has application across all grow types of products.
Wow. And then what about in terms of other supplies of zeolite internationally? Is it a competitive marketplace? Is there lots available?
So there are about 50 to 52 different types of zeolite. So what we need to do is focus on one type of zeolite that's used in the agriculture field. In that space, it's called the kleptonite zeolite. And from a competitive standpoint, there are other providers out in the US and there are other providers worldwide of this specific mineral. Our differentiators, we're a value solutions provider, so we're fully integrated. So whereas those other competitors are just providing supply, what we are doing is we're combining that supply with a group of scientists and a solution specific for a business segment or industry segment, whether that be in water filtration or agtech or even home use. International Zeolite, for example, has its own retail division called EcoTraction. And in EcoTraction, we use zeolite to do salt replacement for your driveway and odor removal for pets. So we are fully integrated, and that makes us a significant value differentiator. And we've repositioned this company to be a solutions provider at this point in time.
Okay. So then from an investor's perspective, what are the catalysts that are going to drive the stock higher?
So at the end of the day, I'm old school. I believe what's going to drive the stock higher is fundamentals. So as we hire more salespeople and as we operationalize and buy inventory and onboard distributors for the agriculture standpoint, you're going to see significant revenue growth in the company. And I'm really old school in that way. I believe that the growth of a share is just based on fundamentally what's your revenues and what's your profit line. So we today as an organization have completely repositioned International Zeolite. We've onboarded some very senior talent from California that are experts in ag tech. We've onboarded probably the most senior person in mass retail, and we've onboarded a number of other people that are in communications. So we've repositioned the company for success. But as we go through this, we also need to hire more salespeople, for example, and create production facilities in order to bring the agricultural product to bear.
Sure. So fundamentally speaking, what is the prognosis financially for the company going out 12, 24, 36 months?
So let's start where we are now. We do drive revenue today. It's not a lot of revenue, but we are actively driving revenue both in our EcoTraction brands and from, for example, from the sales of wholesale products. We also have a royalty agreement with our mine operator. So we are driving revenue today. We are forecasting once we bring our new agricultural products to bear within 24 months, we'll be at about $8 million revenue and about a 4 to 6% profit on that $8 million. And then subsequently in 2024 and 2025, we're going to see a fairly hockey stick approach to it, because right now the cost to produce this product and the proprietary nature of this product will drive a significant demand from growers, because you can't even buy fertilizers, and it's a significant advantage over existing growth systems. And that's what we've done over the last year and a half. We have made sure that we've taken the time to test and validate this product globally, and both through independent research institutes. We believe we have a significantly important positive disruptor to agriculture.
Okay, so then when do you anticipate profitability?
We think we're going to be in profitability about 2024.
That's not so long.
Yeah. So,
great.
And again, the company has a very small burn rate today. We're burning at about 30K a month, right, which is sustainable. But we need to raise small enough tranches to operationalize the company to build a production facility. And our business model is very unique. Our business model is similar to the Coca-Cola model. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to license the production or sublicense the production of the nutrient growth system out to distributors, and those distributors will pay back a royalty fee to us, right? And so we really aren't trying to drive significant capitalization. What we're trying to do is be a low-cost producer, but be able to sublicense the product out. We believe we'll be able to scale. So instead of us pretending that we're experts and know all the growers in the world, we want to use those distributors that are already working with growers. Think of the big providers out there, the Scotts of the world, the iHorts, and those type of companies that are already working with grow medias and with fertilizers.
Okay, great. Well then, Mark, we're going to leave it there for now. That's a great introduction to the company. We'll come back to you in due course and see how you're making out. Please do send me some samples, because I will test it on camera, and we'll have that conversation when the tests are done.
I would also encourage you to review the 1-minute video, because I think that really shows it perfectly. And I appreciate your time today, and thank you for taking the time to meet with me.
Thanks. Bye for now.